If you feel like you're drawing in adulthood, listen up. Nobody told you it would be that draining. Always behind, always tired, and always overthinking whether you're on the right path. But here's the cold, hard truth. Most of that stress is on you. You're making this way harder than it has to be. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I see Cherie. So let's get started. Why adulting feels so overwhelming and why you are making everything worse. Understand this. No one is coming to save you. No mentor, no friend, no magic moment, job, no one. It's all on you. That's why adulting is so messy, because you don't have parents anymore that can, help you, support you, pity you in any situation. You're alone, so you need to sort out this mess on your own. And I think that that's great, because if you would always live with your parents, you would never actually grow and become an adult. Being adult, it's not about age, it's about how do you live. Even if you're, for example, 18 years old, it doesn't mean that you're an adult if you still are not able to make choices, to take responsibility, to be accountable for your actions, and actually thinking about your future, not just enjoying everything here and now. Because I know people who are even in their 30s, they are still not adults. They are very immature. They are acting like children. For example, they can make you promises and at the end, they never accomplish them. They don't know how to handle their time. That's why they're always late. They are so uncertain. What do I want in my life? What do I not want? They just fill all their day with work because they need to earn money, and they don't even try to figure out maybe there is another way of living, not just going to work every single day. And mostly adulting, it's about behavior, how you behave. Saying that you're an adult just because you're 18, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. Most of your stress is self-inflicted. You just self-sabotage yourself, and as a result you think that, oh, it's such a big deal, it's such a big problem. But at the end, if you look at that from the other side, you will see that that's not a problem. Really, you just excreted it, and now you think, oh, how am I supposed to sort it out? But you can do that because it's not a problem. Most of your problems are just in your head. And I understand, because since childhood everyone says to us that, oh, adulting is so difficult, it's so messy, your life becomes so complicated. And of course we are looking for that difficult situations and for those problems, just because we think that if we have problems, we're adults. Most of your stress comes from bad planning, bad habits. You're not able to organize yourself and to force yourself to do things that really matter. You have deadlines, you have to complete so much work, but instead you're just wasting your time watching series on Netflix and consuming social media. So that's on you. No one forces you to open TikTok and to watch it, to scroll it for hours. No one. It's only you. Being an adult, it's also about being able to make difficult choices. You can't go to other people and just give this control to them and say, you know what, I don't want to make this choice, just make that, instead of me. It will not work. It's your life. You are the only one person who can make choices. So use this opportunity. Adulting doesn't equal being exhausted all the time, because you can control that. If you avoid all these unnecessary things, you'll become less exhausted. You'll have more energy for personal growth, for trying new things. You choose all of that, not other people. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Understand this. It doesn't have anything in common, because you can be busy. You can say that, oh, I have 10, 20 plans for this day, but it doesn't mean that you're productive. You're in such a rush. You just choose quantity over quality. Quality is productivity. Quantity, it's about being busy. So this is the main difference. It's when you're focused on this task, you complete it and you have a certain result. You don't do that just to put that mark that, oh, I did that. Now I can move to another task. No, it's not about productivity. So don't be proud of yourself that I'm such a busy person and that means that I'm productive. No, you're just busy, but you're not productive. Learn how to organize yourself that way that you will not just rush between all these tasks, but you will actually complete them and they will have an impact on your life. And one more thing, why you're feeling behind in your life is because you spend most of your time on watching others. How do they live? What do they do? Instead of focusing and working on your life. Every single day you pay so much attention to other people, to what do they do, like on social media, what has new happened. You're there, you're not in your life. And that's the reason. Of course, you start comparing yourself to them. Why are they so happy, so successful, and I'm not? When you just decide to care about other lives, like of other people, no one cares about your life. You don't even care about your life. So what are you expecting? Stop consuming all that content on social media. Stop following those people. They don't really help you to grow. You just waste your time and that's all. Meantime, they build their dream life, but you are still here on your sofa. That's just, like the way how losers live. You need to spend a certain amount of time every single day to build your dream life. It will not just happen, like instantly, just in seconds. And also, it will not happen as soon as you become adults. Becoming an adult, as I said, it's about behavior. It's not about age. Even if you're 25, 30, it doesn't mean that you are an adult if you behave like a child. And most of the people, they are actually addicted to stress because it makes them feel important and busy. Really, just look at this. All those people who consume social media, news, they are feeling like really proud of themselves that, oh, I know this and this about this celebrity, about this country. So they continue consuming that because that gives them purpose in their life. But that's the wrong place for looking for that purpose. And because the life of these people is not interesting enough even for them, they just look at others. How do others live? They know everything about others, but they know nothing about themselves. And that's the problem. If you know everything about that celebrity, that couple, that country, this conflict, okay, tell me about yourself. What do you know about yourself? So they have this false belief that they are in control just because they know information. But actually, knowledge don't give you power. That thing that gives you power is how you use this knowledge. It's the same in self-development. If you know this and that, like you already took so many courses, read so many books, but you didn't do anything, you're powerless. Because knowing something is not enough. You need to know also how to use it and actually to take action. But what can they do with all this news? They think that they are wise just because they know so many things about lives of other people. But who cares? Who cares? As a conclusion to this part, life isn't supposed to be easy, but at the same time, it's not supposed to feel like a constant crisis. The problem isn't just the world, it's about how do you live in this world? What actions do you take? What choices? Now let's get to the tips. Write down every problem you have and start tackling them one by one. You can't continue saying that, I don't know where to start, I don't know how to do this, that. No. You're just prioritizing them like plans, but it's with your problems. So problem, you look for a solution and you do that. What is the most important problem for you right now that needs immediate solution? And start from that problem. You don't need to sort out everything at the same time. Because I know there were some people, not even some, there were quite a lot of people who like to do that. They just say that, oh, I have a deadline till tomorrow, but I haven't started even yet. And they have 10 tasks like this for tomorrow. I don't get these people really, but maybe for them they got this feeling of, I don't even know what is this, dopamine or what. 2 weeks ago, 1 month ago, when they got this deadline, they didn't even think about any action. So they already knew that they would start doing something one day before the deadline just goes. Make discomfort your new normal. Self-growth isn't supposed to feel good at the beginning, but you just need to get used to it. Because back then, when I started all this journey, like I was reading books, I was taking courses, learning languages, that was difficult. I was forcing myself. But now I enjoy that. I'm so grateful, I'm so happy that every single day I can do this. So that's about time, how much time and efforts you put in. Nothing is easy at the beginning, really, if it's about personal growth. But then it becomes like a part of your life. You can't really get rid of that. You start enjoying that. Get used to uncomfortable things, to try new things, talking to new people, going out of your comfort zone. Finally, like, do that. With each day, you're just like going away from that feeling that you're ready. Because if you made this promise to yourself and you said, okay, tomorrow I will start. If tomorrow you don't start, in a week, in 2 weeks, you will lose self-trust completely. Stick to a simply daily routine. And by this, I mean routine that really benefits you. Without social media, bad habits, yeah, you need to work on it, of course. It's not that easy, but still. And successful people, they have the same routine every single day, morning, evening. It's all the same. Of course, they have some extra activities, something new, one more time, that they try. But if we look at that, like in general, it's always the same. They wake up at the same hour. They have their breakfast. They work out. They read books, take courses, work on their business. For most of the people, it can be boring. Actually, boring things lead to success. Because if they would be so interesting, everyone would be successful. Get used to boring things and to that routine. Of course, you can add something new, but the general routine, it has to be the same. Because if you wake up today at 10 a.m., tomorrow at 1 p.m., like, what is this? You can't have any routine. So start from this. Imagine how you would like your day to be, to look like. Stop overthinking and just do the damn thing. Planning is good, but when it's not a constant planning and no action, just do that without thinking. Don't even let yourself to think about that. You decided that, okay, I really want to try this new thing. And don't even let your brain to come up with excuses, to overthink, but like, I've never done that before. What will others think about me? Don't let your brain do that. Because it's so used to that, I know. But don't let it do. You have this idea. Do that immediately. You can analyze or think after your action. But you need to do that first. Replace I don't have time with it's not my priority. You can find time for everything. You can find time for working out, for waking up early, for reading books, learning language, taking courses. You can do that because you can find time for social media. Now you can't make excuses. If you say that I don't have time for that, immediately replace that with it's not my priority. And just look how your perception of this will change. Because every single time you will say that it's not important for you, your brain will start questioning itself. Like, what's going on? Why? If I actually want this result, but it's not important for me, it will at least start thinking, and your excuses will fall apart immediately. Accepting that it's not my priority is like accepting that you're a weak person. Delete one thing draining your energy. It can be one thing per week, one thing per day, if you really have plenty of things that take your attention. Bad habits, social media, toxic people, delete one of these every single day or every week. Because here you also need to find this balance for you. As if you delete everything today, tomorrow you'll get back to that. And it will not work. So step by step, choose one thing and start tackling that one by one. And at the same time, you need to work on your attention. You know, like even deleting those social media, especially social media, it will not work in long run. Who guarantees you that tomorrow you will not download that app again? So it's more about working on yourself, on prioritizing things. But it's about apps, about social media. As for bad habits and people, you really need to cut them off. You can't just continue having connection with them and still growing, because they just don't let you grow. You are still with them, but growth is on the other side and you need to go there. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you soon in my next videos. Bye!